Where should we begin? Everything cracks and sways. The earth trembles with simmers. No word is better than any other. The earth drones with metaphors. I found in this poem from the beginning of the 20th century by Osip Mandelstam to remind you the unity of the human condition, whatever the period, whatever the place, whatever the distance in time and space, what we share together is the possibility, the existence of conflicts which can be very harsh, very long, and these long and harsh conflicts, whether civil or border wars, are conflicts which have to end. Another poet said, there is no war apart from civil war. All wars are civil if we consider that all of mankind is the same. It's not the difference of culture which separates, it's oppression, it's domination, it's intolerance. Something else we share as humankind, these harsh and very long conflicts, is that one day there is the need for peace, the obligation to envisage peace, to think about peace, to introduce peace, to implement peace, to live in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, at the time that you'll be listening to this video, I will be in the South Atlantic. When I made this recording, I was physically quite close to you. Today, for this gathering, I am by your side mentally, politically, effectively. Peace is a risk, it's a considerable risk, but we want to continue to run this risk, and that is why we're going to continue on this path to find words, the will, time to build together and consolidate this peace. It's the responsibility of our generation. Are we numerous enough? Are we willing enough? Are we courageous enough to endeavor to achieve this peace? This is a very thankless task, but which will end up being very gratifying. We have an army of benefactors, elected representatives, politicians, personalities from civil society, militants from the associations, researchers, artists, writers, men, women, and friends elsewhere in the world. People who want good for us and who are ready to support us. We have this army of benefactors, and that means we've already made a certain amount of progress. The question of territory has already been looked at and dealt with according to consensus. Weapons have been laid down, even though many people didn't believe in this. This army of benefactors is very welcome because we will need them for everything which still remains to be done. Without peace, without truth and justice, no peace is possible. Other countries have managed to do so before us. We need to find the path. I'm persuaded that we will manage to find the systems, the procedures, which will enable us through transitional justice, which will enable us to create a framework, the intention to achieve a sustainable peace through truth, through this justice which will help us. In the criminal law of August 2014, we have restorational justice, which is a state of mind, and this shows that in accordance with our history and our culture, we will manage to make this extra step. This transitional justice is essential, so that all victims are recognized and all damages are repaired. This justice is essential for the right decisions to be taken in terms of the accused and prisoners. This transitional justice is essential so that the most balanced systems are implemented for those in exile. It's the life of families, it's the life of the community which will be improved. And this transitional justice is not incompatible with the state of law. It's one of its pillars when you come out of such a long and harsh conflict. And we are going to do our best to make it possible, because we want to live together. And to live together, we need to get together. We need to talk together, we need to dialogue, we need to listen to each other, we need to hear each other, we need to give our chances to a future agreement. I think that today still we are making another step forward, and that today you will go deeper so that we can continue to move forward. And I'm persuaded that you are aware that your biggest asset is trust. The trust is there, and because it's there, and because I feel it, I also have trust. I think we'll continue to move forward together to convince, and I think that we'll manage to persuade the states, the governments, of their political responsibility. And as the poet says, today I would like to be happy willingly, to be happy and behave leafy with questions. That's the sensations of this world, the subjective sings, the pencil that I lost in my cavity. These words by César Vallejo, a Peruvian poet. Adiskide Tasuna.